have there been any pleasant surprises to come out of this pandemic for you guys?
I'm surprised at how well Zoom works sometimes, because it does feel like quite a stimulating conversation across time zones. I'm surprised at how technology did provide solutions, when we needed them the most.
But I'm surprised how fast the international scientific community, the vaccine specialists, got vaccines approved, like vaccines that work approved. So yeah, hats off to the international scientific community. And I'm surprised and seriously impressed by that. And I take a lot of optimism from that. How far has humanity come from the Spanish flu? 100 years on, we're killing it. I mean, there's been a lot of bad news, and I understand at an individual level, bad, but as humankind, wow. Not A plus, but A minus.
You said that so beautifully. That is 150% correct. I mean, it's really, when you have humankind and we're put up against pressure, you really see what, as a species, we're capable of. And it's kind of like, in geology, you have a lump of coal and you put it under this intense pressure and it becomes a diamond. And that's kind of like what the scientific community has done. Here we had this lump of coal that, was just this black blob for all of us, right? The COVID is this black blob of horribleness, right? And you put it under intense pressure and you get the world's most creative and brilliant and innovative minds together. And you put all of the nonsense away and you really come together. Look at what we've been able to accomplish. Like you said, as a species, it's hats off to the global scientific community for sure.
How has your perception about freedom and everything else changed?
For me, I think my thinking is in like three different buckets. So there's freedom, there is the science, and then there is the international solidarity. So I definitely now feel how much we took for granted the open borders between countries. Today, we've killed it in terms of the scientific community rising to the challenge. But then how do we then as journalists convince people that, vaccines are a good thing and you must take them even in places where you don't have too many cases? Our only chance is if more countries are willing to work together in a spirit of kind of solidarity and openness. But very sadly, let's be honest, right? It's going further and further apart. And that's the challenge, convincing mankind almost that we're in the same boat. Our best chance is to collaborate. But I really hope this happens.